Hey folks, and welcome back to MusicalConman plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Ooh, I should have done the daily yesterday for April Fool's Day, but I didn't, and that's fine. So we're going to do a new run today. We're going to do an Isaac run. But you know what? Nah, never mind. Let's do an Isaac run with everything unlocked. Let's go ahead and go now. We're on a win streak of 1. With a strong character like Isaac, ought to be able to keep that up. So we got the D6, we got a treasure room. Rotten Baby is pretty good. I'm not going to reroll Rotten Baby. Rotten Baby is both decently strong. You know, it's not the best possible item, but it's both strong enough to get us through our immediate challenges, and it gets better as we go further. Let's see if I can get this right here. There we go. Opens the chest and also gives us access to this trinket and a battery charge. Battery charge is going to be pretty nice. We have the D6, which is going to re-roll any item pedestal in our current room. So that's going to be nice. We'll have, with that battery, we have 3 chances at getting a boss item we like. Or, you know, if we get enough to go to the shop, another kind of item as well. So you can see Rotten Baby, those blue flies dealing double arterial damage, just making quick work of those. Let's pop right into here. Oh man. Rotten Baby's a good start. I'm glad I decided to take it. I see those big ones are taking 2 blue flies to get through, but that's not too bad. All the little ones are going down in 1 blue fly, and luckily it seems like most of the blue flies are heading directly at its face. Speed and shot speed up. Is that good enough? Speed is pretty good, but with 2 rerolls, let's see if we can get like some sort of DPS upgrade or even just HP to sell. That's not going to do it. But we have 1 more reroll. The other nice thing is, out of the boss item pool, nothing's that bad. Let's use this up now. Then if we want to clear any other rooms, we could do that. But honestly, we're probably just ready to go from this floor. Pentagram is what we're talking about. From 3.5 to 5.19, that is like a 50% damage increase. That's a lot. Let's go on to the second floor. We are going to try not to get hit here, because we want that double deal. But the good news is, Rotten Baby, those blue flies are based on our tier damage, so those blue flies also just got a lot stronger. Let's see what we got. That's okay. It's not great, but I'm going to take it. Egg tiers. So every now and then we're going to shoot a tier that is kind of eggy. You can see it there. Not chicken egg, spider egg. And it will generate spiders. It's, you know, it's fine. And it's another kind of spider and fly thing, so that means like it's going to synergize with the same things that Rotten Baby synergizes with, so if we find something like Hive Mind is the obvious pick, but even anything that increases our damage helps. It's a little tedious, but we're going to go ahead and go on through, just lightly tapping those keys. Or I suppose if you're on a controller, lightly tapping that joystick. I did use the key to go to the treasure room and get the item instead of going to the shop and buying a soul heart. Don't get me wrong, I would like to protect our devil chance, but I think getting an item is important. I'm not going to take this pill yet. Tower card. Tower card could be used here for 1 penny, but we might find something better to use it on for this floor. We'll probably use it on this floor. But, you know, no need to be hasty. This run is already going pretty speedy, so even if we wanted to do boss rush, we probably still have time to play with the tower here. The other nice thing about Rotten Baby is you can see once those blue flies have picked a target, they will keep going to that target over and over. I could use the tower card in here, try and get some money. I'm going to do that. I don't feel safe, so we pop out of there. There we go, 2 coins. Not too bad. And take out the little one, and now it's just pinned. So we should have no trouble avoiding getting hit here. I guess the egg tiers actually have a little knockback on them. I didn't expect that. Looks like they generate flies, not spiders. Flies are just fine as well. We are going to take this for the black cart, so even though it's not good and probably should be rerolled, we would rather use those rerolls in here. I'm definitely going to take Death's Touch, and I think I will reroll Gimpy. Guppy item. Alright, so that black heart we got from Matchstick was pretty valuable after all. Let's take this mystery pill. Power pill. We are invincible. I am going to... I'm going to use a bomb and a key to open up this chest. Alright, 14 cents. So we're going to go to the shop. We'll probably buy a spirit heart. Or, you know, if we see an item we really like, we could buy that instead. The other thing about Death's Touch is it is a big damage upgrade. So with our damage now at 7, our flies are doing 14 damage, and our spiders are doing, let me see, 2.5 times 7, so 17.5 damage. Pretty decent. Also, we now have piercing tears. It does lower our shot speed, but with so many spider and fly synergies, it's totally fine to lower our shot speed. Let's take a quick peek for a secret room. Nice. Lower our shot speed in exchange for higher damage. I mean, lower our tier rate. God, have I even played this game before? Alright, blast these out. And let's use a bomb instead of a key to get into the shop. Pandora's box is interesting, but not good enough. I'm going to shoot a quick reroll here. Fanny pack and coupon are interesting, but not good enough. And I would rather just have health and move on to the next floor. Okay, so 6 minutes. We took a little longer on this floor, but we've gotten very powerful. I am feeling pretty good about this run so far. And that's what makes Isaac as a character really strong once you've got the D6 unlocked. Besides the fact that he just has solid stats and solid health, you know, all you need to get through your day. The D6 gives you the chance to figure out what kind of item you need at what point in the run. So there's some items that are better on early and worse off late. Like, for example, number 2, the item where if you hold down the button for several seconds, it generates a bomb that also deals a little bit of... It's a poopy bomb that deals a little bit of AoE damage to area of damage to everything else in the room. Later in the run, that can be really annoying because you've got a lot of other stuff going on. You don't really want to keep track of this thing that could blow up in your own face. Because by that point you have other damage, you have other ways to get bombed. But on the first floor, then, you know, your bombs are pretty limited, your damage is pretty low, so the ability to generate bombs at will is actually really huge. So number 2 is an example of an item like I really love to have early in a run, and I probably wouldn't even pick up once we got to, you know, the cathedral, the chest, the womb, really. Oh, that's right, I have Guppy's tail, so we're going to see a ton of chests, so our keys are going to be kind of precious here. So that's the nice thing about the D6. Not only does it let you turn bad items into good items, it also lets you decide, gives you a chance to think about, okay, this item is pretty good, but is it good for me right now? Okay, so we're going to have to decide what we want to use our keys for. We're definitely going to use a key for the treasure room. The question is whether we would go to the shop first, but I don't think we have enough money to buy an item and a key without using up all our bombs. Could do a secret room check here. 3 bombs is a little low to be doing secret room checks, but I'm gonna invest. And we got lucky, so that saves us a key. And it also lets us go to the shop and buy something. Alright, this is not a good item. So it's going to give us some soul hearts right now. So it might be good because it gives us enough health to take a devil deal. But it's also just not very good in general. I think I'm gonna reroll it. I would love the health, but there are other ways of getting health. Okay, Doctor's Remote is not that useful. It's basically one bomb, only usable on this floor, so, you know, that's what you get. The other reason I didn't want to take Scapular is it adds an extra... It makes it more likely to get the item, the Bible, which is a bad item that you don't want to have. I would love if I could get another battery charge before I went into that boss fight. I could clear rooms, but I'm feeling a little tight on time, so I'm going to buy a Soul Heart and a battery charge and call that good enough. You know what? I am also just going to quickly blow up this dude. That's going to give us an increased double chance and, as we hoped, some money. Money is useful because it allows you to buy things at places that sell them. So glad to provide this educational content for my viewing audience. Quick, was I recording this whole time check? You've only ever seen videos where the answer was yes, but there have been times where the answer was no, and it was very sad. Alright. Not the best item, but it's HP, and right now, since we have no red hearts, HP lets us take a double deal in the future, as long as we fill it up. So you can see that's an example of what I was talking about, thinking about what does, not just what's a good item, but what does this run need right now. If we had 6 hearts, I would definitely re-roll HP into something else, but if it could potentially give us a double deal, that is totally worth keeping. So we did spend 5 cents on a battery charge that we didn't end up using, but I feel fine with that because, you know, it protected us against getting a bad item. It gave us options if we got a double deal. I'm willing to spend 5 cents to ensure decent luck. I wish we had spectral tears that could blow up all these poops at once, but with 13 fire rate, I am not going to blow them up all individually. I'm totally going to blow this up, though. And I was going to go in there anyway, so it's worth spending a penny. Arcade, unfortunately, no good stuff. I guess we could be playing these to try and unlock the dollar. I don't think we have the dollar picked up on this account yet. I'll do it. So I hope you'll enjoy seeing a little time invested. Those egg tiers are getting us going. That's a regular chest. Let's check that out. Counterfeit penny is going to give us a lot of money, which is nice. I'm actually going to check out the shop first. BFF is actually not going to increase the size of our spiders or flies. It's just going to make Rotten Baby bigger, but provide no benefit. It's a really good item, but I don't think we need it right now. Piggy Bank and Counterfeit Penny is a lot of money generating opportunities if we can find ways to damage ourselves reliably. I'm going to buy a key to get into this room here. This. So this lets us fight a room again. So we'll fight this room again. If we had an item like 9 volt, that would give... If we had 9 volt, it would only take 2 charges to fight a room again instead of 3. So we would be able to fight this room over and over again forever, as many times as we want. I have done that before. It's an interesting way to very, very slowly break the game. As is, for every time we want to fight a room like this, we're going to have to clear another room, get another battery charge. I am not planning to come back to this room over and over. I just figured I'd do it once. And now let's go ahead and re-roll that, see if we can get something better. Golden Teleport is interesting. So if we can get some battery charges on the ground, we've had Golden Teleport runs on this channel before. Let's get a damage upgrade, that's pretty nice. Now all our flies, spiders, and sure, why not bullets, are a little better. So if we're able to find the secret rooms and so on already, then Golden Teleporter becomes good. Little Baggy is a good reroll target if we get enough battery charges. Or if we have battery charges on the ground, Golden Teleporter is also good, but as is, I think I still prefer the D6 over Golden Teleporter. Because being able to control what items you want is just really, really good. Because think of it this way. A lot of times you come across an item that is not very good. It's almost as bad as not taking an item. So think of it that way. Instead of, in cases where you like wouldn't even want the item in the first place, the D6 isn't just changing the item. It's giving you a completely new item because you wouldn't have taken the other one anyway, right? We are going to explore. Ought to be able to get another battery charge off of this. I know there's one in the shop, but we've got a lot of stuff to reroll. So we're going to go ahead, take a little extra time, do this the hard way. Keys are great. Did accidentally fill up that red heart. So we are now at 1 full red heart container and 3 soul hearts. So we can take 1 devil deal, but unless we get HP, not 2. Hey! Now we're at 1 and 4. So we can take 2 devil deals. We have 77% chance of getting a devil deal, which is pretty good odds. Alright, if we are behind schedule for boss rush, I'm fine with that. I might consider rushing through to try and get to it just because we're strong. No, I should play that gosh darn slot machine. Much as I don't want to. I should... Oops, almost picked up an item that actively makes our run worse. So you see there, we've got 2 items where it's an active item that's worse than what we have, and a... Wow, that went fast. And a passive item that's actively bad, so we're going to reroll those. This HP, it's not good. I mean, it's fine. It's not like what we like to have, but it's way better than these. $3 bill, I don't know if it's necessarily a good item, but it's a fine item. It gives you random tier effects, which can be strong, it's just unpredictable. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time trying to make Golden Teleporter shine. I'm just going to reroll it. Hey, butt bombs. So that's 5 extra bombs, if nothing else. And we're going to spend our 7 cents on this nonsense. I don't remember if this is influenced by our luck stat. But we're going to blow one of them up. Okay, we're going to blow the other one up. Just out of petty vengeance against its kind. Alright, well, we didn't spend too long on that. Our boss rush chances are pretty low unless we make an absolute sprint, and we've got items that incentivize us to kind of take it easy. If people are wondering why I'm, talking about boss rush, it's not just because it's fun to do the extra challenge of boss rush, it's also because it gives you a decent amount of items. You get those 4 item pedestals at the start. And with the D6, you really get to look at 8 items and choose your favorite. So, you can get something really strong there, and you get an extra item at the end that you will have enough charges to reroll. Or if you have a teleport card, you can just steal an item and get out without fighting bosses. So boss rush is a good opportunity to get more powerful. But, if we have... that was foolish of me. If we already have other ways to get more powerful, we can kind of do those instead. Alright. The other nice thing about boss rush is that if you're getting to boss rush, it's just a good sign that your run is going decently well. Because I'm not an Isaac speedrunner. I usually play more methodically, more trying to get all the value I can out of things. Not necessarily just trying to get through as quick as I can. Oh, we're always saving 1 bomb, but we can use... 1 key, but we can use 1 to open stuff like that. I would not say no to a bombs or key pill. I wouldn't say anything to it, because it would be a mystery. Ooh, free double deal teleport. These are both decent items, but I think we can do better. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna buy this book. We're going to use it once. Alright, there was a chance it could give us a battery that would give us extra rerolls here. It is a shame that we have a 100% devil deal chance on this floor. I'm gonna reroll that. Razor Blade sucks. Headless Baby sucks. But, guess what? We have 100% devil deal chance. So we're going to come back to that devil room with another battery charge and reroll it then. We have enough money to go to the shop and buy a key, so we're going to do that before we go to the treasure room, because the treasure room probably doesn't give us keys. That would give us bombs every time we get money. It gives us a lot of bombs. 11 bombs is enough for me right now. Let's blow this up, see what it gives us. A nickel, perfect. Ancient Recall, I think that is. It's pretty good. 3 cards. I like cards, and you know, would I pay 5 cents for 1 mystery regular card? Probably not. Would I pay 5 cents for 3 mystery regular cards? Yeah, probably. Especially if I can carry them as far as I want. The other item was Remote Detonator. It's not good enough. We're not going to have enough charges to re-roll it. This is awkward. Okay, we're going to say goodbye to Boss Rush. We're going to check out our treasure room. And we are going to probably wander back, fight a couple more things. This is a maroon fight, so we're not going to take Book of the Dead. Book of the Dead is pretty good. We're not going to re-roll it, since we know we're re-rolling our Devil Deal, but I'll tell you what we do have is we have now picked up another book. We are 2 out of 3 items towards the Bookworm transformation, which is a pretty powerful thing. It increases your damage output by about 50%. If your damage is coming from tears. For us, luck up is nice. For us, a lot of our damage is coming from our spiders and flies, rather than our regular tears. And Bookworm transformation, which gives you a 50% chance to shoot 2 tears instead of 1. So half the time you do double shots. It's pretty good. It's going to give us a little less than 50% damage increase because so much of our damage comes from our rotten baby. But it is going to give us a increase on our damage from our egg tears, because shooting double tears means shooting double egg tears. So it does give us more stuff that way. Alright, we are not re-rolling Monster's Tooth. We are taking this active item charge all the way to the boss, and all the way to the Devil Deal. Because there's no boss item that's worth re-rolling. Ooh, $3 bill, giving us some very powerful random effects this time. Now we're back to normal. Okay, what is even our effect right now? It looks like we've got some kind of knockback. Yeah, that's what our current random effect is. Alright. Let's see which way you're shooting. Ooh, we got a random paralyze. So $3 bill, like, it can be strong, it's just not reliable. And that is an excellent item as well. We're going to wait on the HP, just in case we get something that's worth dying for. Ooh, Brimstone. Brimstone is really good. $3 bill does make it kind of less reliable. It looks like we've got, yeah, had proptosis or something there, making it smaller. Ooh, now the charge is very slow. No, the charge is fast. Interesting. 7 Deadly Sins, at this point, I'm not going to take. It gives us extra flies of various types. 7 Deadly Sins is an item that is good if you're weak and bad if you're strong. Because it does damage, but it has a chance to damage you. It can create explosions at kind of unpredictable times. And if you're weak, you want those explosions. But if you're strong, you're probably paying attention to other things. You're not really focusing on that. You blow yourself up by mistake. You just take damage. And we don't need the help to be worth the risk. So, we didn't have any rerolls left, so we just leave it behind. We take our Brimstone. We enjoy our successful run. I would probably fight Hush with Brimstone. I don't know if I want to or not, but since we're probably going to have a lot of money for the shop, as long as we can have keys, we're just going to blow you up, get that devil chance. And a little HP. Since we're going to have, hopefully, the resources to make the most of Hush, it's worth it. We do have Piggy Bank and Counterfeit Penny, so if we damaged ourselves on that room, on that blood machine, we could get a lot out of it. Okay, Proptosis is... It's kind of bad with Brimstone. because, well, it makes Brimstone less effective at longer range and more effective at shorter range, as it does with everything else. But the thing is, it's double damage is hard to turn down. Plus, even though Rotten Baby is a much smaller source of damage for us than it used to be, it's still, doubling Rotten Baby is still nice. Like, Rotten Baby can clear these out pretty effectively at this point. Let's blow that up. I could have pushed it over to the corner to try and locate a secret room and open a chest with the same bomb for efficiency. I didn't do that. And when I stop really doing tiny little min-maxy things to try and get the most out of a run, when I give up on doing that and just say, we're strong enough, that's a pretty good sign. Okay, Ace of Diamonds turns things we don't care about into money. Woohoo, that's 1 penny. We are going to use a key to play this slot machine. Not because we want to, but because we feel pressured to. Alright, we've blown it up. We did not get the dollar. Moving on. Depths 2. Do we want anything else on this floor? Not really. Let's fight Mom. And get blasted. So when I said that the run was pretty much doing fine, that's kind of what I meant. There we go, 2 coins. Just kind of let myself get hit there. Was it wise? No. If I die later in the run, will I regret my cockiness? Maybe. But whatever. Okay, so we're still not opening golden chests because we're going to want to save up any keys that we can get for a potential hush fight. Alright. We should also probably save up any HP that we can get for a potential hush fight, so I'll try and play a little better now. You know what, I'm going to Ancient Recall, see what we get. The Sun, the Devil, the Devil. Sun card is good mapping. I'm going to just use that on this floor to find out which way we're going. Alright, not this way. So all the way down there. Avoid the red poop down here. I guess I could pick up those devil cards, but it's a small damage boost for 1 room. We got my reflection for this room. Devil card is a small damage boost, and I don't think we need a small damage boost right now. Come on. Oops. Alright, that was bad play of mine. In my defense, those enemies are a little newer to the game, and I'm not as used to them. Not a good reason to get hit, because I should have had time to learn them by now, but it's part of how I got hit. This is just a bunch of money. It's not really going to do much for us, but we will spend a bomb for the increased devil chance. So we're up to 77.5%. That's a pretty good number of percent. And we'll keep on trucking towards the boss. Did I hear beeping in real life? I just put some bread in the bread maker, and I'm not super familiar with this bread maker. I'm staying with my parents during this whole pandemic thing, since my day job is kind of paused at the moment, and I can do what I need to do from home just as effectively. So, I am alone in an empty house right now as I self-isolate until I can go over to the other house that has people in it. The person who has this house is currently out of town for other reasons. It's not just our, like, secret bonus house that we have just for no reason. That would be quite something. Man, this is not a boss I've fought very often. I almost got through it without getting hit, but as soon as I started talking, this Let's Playing thing, it's tricky, I tell you. This gives us tears up, and I think gives us like a small HP thing. It gives us like a bone heart. Yeah, it gives us a bone heart. We'll take a bone heart. It's not amazing, but we'll do it. And we'll take Mysterious Paper over Counterfeit Coin, because Mysterious Paper gives you some random effects from a small list. Whereas, you know, it's probably not going to be very good, but it could be good. Whereas Counterfeit Penny is, at this point, probably not going to be good. It is nice on a room like that. Ooh, keys. Where $3 bill is going to randomly make us take a super long time to charge. That our flies can take care of things for us. Flies are just kind of like insurance against bad $3 bill effects. So, we have gotten strong enough that now I wish we didn't have $3 bill. If we hadn't gotten Brimstone, I might still be grateful for it. Honestly, with Death's Touch, it was probably unnecessary, but... oh god, this is a new room to me. I'm not sure if I've ever seen that room before. I do not say that very often. Okay, we have found the boss. There is really no reason to explore. In fact, there's some reasons not to explore, because if we got something we wanted to reroll, and we had the ability to come back to it, we'd rather be able to get more charges. Okay, let's blast it. Uh-oh, I'm excited, just proc. All the bullets are moving faster now. Okay, so I'm excited as the pill we took that sometimes doubles the speed of stuff. Oh man, if y'all would like to see something painful, I might take a run at the speed challenge sometime. Ooh, we could go to the Void as well as the Blue Womb. These are both pretty bad. The Nail is decent. Deathless is decent, but I don't think either of them is worth more than all of our health. I am going to go to Hush. I'm going to think about going to Hush. But if I want to go to Hush, I want to bring a full battery charge. And... oops, here we go. As a start, we do have... oh god, oh god. Oh, but we have that Bone Heart, so we can actually fill that back up. Okay, here we go. So if we want to fight Hush, we have to get back to the boss room by 30 minutes. Oh, that's not dead, it's just frozen. Okay, another key is nice. So we have a minute and a half to get back. So if we can clear 3 more rooms in that time and get there, I'm willing to give it a shot. If we cannot get a battery charge, that's going to be my excuse not to fight Hush. But we should have no trouble clearing this in 10 seconds and walking back in a full minute. Come on. That is the thing about Proptosis. Proptosis is a huge boon for most normal rooms. It is a small downside for the Hush fight because it lowers your damage. You know, it gives you a huge boost to damage when you're close up. It's pretty much neutral on your damage when you're at medium range, and it is actually negative to your damage when you're at long range. Hush is a boss where you are sometimes at long range, so we're going to want to try and stay kind of close to it. I will fight Hush. I'm probably not going to fight Delirium. I just don't... Delirium is a cool boss. It just takes so long to get through the Void and all that. Alright. 5 keys. We have 7 things to open. First off, we're going to start off with this. I will take Sackboy. It gives us lots of batteries. So that's rerolls, baby. And it gives us keys as well, so let's open these up. Alright, the treasure rooms obviously take priority, so that last key is not going to open that chest. Okay, Bomberman and Cursed Eye. Or maybe it's Bomber Boy. That gives us Bone Tears. I don't think it synergizes with Brimstone, so it's going to be a reroll. D20 is interesting, but we already used up all the stuff in here. I think Apple gives us just a very small damage bonus. Out of these, Bomber Boy is pretty good. It turns all our bombs into quintuple bombs, which can be pretty good for damage and also pretty good if we get other bomb synergies. I think we're just going to buy everything. We're going to donate because money is pretty much useless to us at this point. This is the last possible shop. Okay, fair enough. What do you got for me? Not good enough. Not good enough. BBF, Big Beautiful Fly. Amazing damage that takes a lot of attention to wield, so if your regular tiers are better than it, it's not worth doing. Super Meat Boy is definitely good enough. SMB Superfan. Super Meat Boy is another game made by the same person as this one, Edmund McMillan. I'm excited. It is perhaps the worst possible thing we could do to ourselves going into the Hush fight. The good news is we can take these pills, and no, they're not. I'm excited. Infested. That's fine. Alright, let's walk in here. Let's start blasting. Get through the first phase. Our damage is, you know, not melting it, but getting through it at a pretty zippy rate. And those flies are doing solid work. I do not disrespect a hard-working fly. It would have been really nice if we had been able to get Hive Mind or something like that from one of the shops, just to double that fly damage, but our flies are doing plenty of damage already. Unfortunately, I think Brimstone is going to override our egg tiers. So I don't think we're going to be able to get those anymore. Oh, we got a long charge time now. Keep dodging, and firing, and talking. Little tricks. You can see I stopped shooting for a minute there because I was focusing on the other two. But it's just how you live life sometimes. So after this, I'll go check on my bread and the bread machine. You can see the Hush fight takes long enough that I just start rambling about whatever else is going on with my day. So yeah, bread and the bread machine. I'm going to... That takes 3 hours. So this run will hopefully not be 3 hours long. I'll do some other things in between, but at some point, I gotta take that bread, eat that bread. I also have a cooking project I want to do sometime. Every day I keep saying, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I have not yet done it. I bought ingredients for it. I ought to make the food. It's a nice pork stir fry. I got some good pork steak for it. Because even if it's just me around here, you know, you gotta treat yourself decently well within certain reasonable standards. But I don't know, it's tough. It's tough cooking for one, because when it's just me, there's always the, you know, I could make something nice, or I could just microwave a baked potato and no one else is affected. It would be nice to have somebody else to cook for. But these are not those times. Soon, if I am staying in the same place as parents, I can probably take some turns cooking meals with them. Then I'll be in pretty decent shape. I'll admit, I hadn't even thought about this, but it will be weird. Oh man. Got myself cornered there. Ace of Hearts. Aw, oh, dang it. I can turn that coin into a heart and refill that bone heart. And then I keep the bone heart container. But unfortunately, the time I spent thinking of that option was time I spent not dodging. And then I got hit and lost the ability to do it. You live, you learn. That could have been an interesting synergy with Piggy Bank, Bone Hearts, and Ace of Hearts for a Hush fight. But we didn't do it. Anyway, as I was saying, I hadn't really thought about the fact that going back to stay with my parents for a bit. Okay, I should fight the boss here. I don't want to lose the run just talking about this. Oh, I'm starting to feel in danger. Parents talk later. Dodging now. Oh, golly goshkins. Okay, get away from the block ones. Oh, it's only at half health. Oh, this is not looking good. Note to self. Proptosis. Hush. Bad. We're just not damaging this nearly as quickly as I hoped. So I watch the shadows to know where to dodge. If I dodge it on their first time through the room, it will dodge it through the second time through the room. So if you just find a safe spot, you can just stand there forever and put a little more hurt on the boss. Not much, though. Oh, God. Okay, let's take out those flies. Because the flies hit me while I was trying to dodge other stuff before. Oh, God. It's shooting the big stuff. This is a safe spot. This is a safe spot. We're pretty far away, so we're doing very small amounts of damage, but we got out of there. We take out these kids. Okay. You know what? We may not win this fight. It's my first Hush fight in some time. Oh, God. But I feel like we're doing a decent job. Oh, God. We started shooting the other direction, and we just dodged by pure luck there. The biggest advice I have to give for that attack is just hold still. Moving will not help you. Moving will help you here, though. Okay. Gotta take out these little things. Please be a safe spot. It's a safe spot. Oh god. Oh god. It's a safe spot. It's a safe spot. It's a safe spot. I don't need to turn into like a Five Nights at Freddy's Let's Player screaming all over the place here. But it did make me a little bit nervous. Oh god, we haven't done any damage to it. Well, that was the fight. Okay. I thought we had more damage than we did have. Alright, that was a very good run that I threw completely in the garbage, but hopefully some of my advice about the D6 and all that was helpful for those of you trying to play the character of Isaac a little better in the game Isaac. Oh yeah, the thing I was saying about parents was just that it was weird. Thinking about I might have to plan meals around when someone else wants to eat instead of just whenever I feel hungry. That's going to be the run. Thank you for watching. MusicalConman plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. I didn't mean to restart right there. And goodbye.